Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to be going over what to do on an 8-hour flight. So as someone who's traveled on multiple long flights across the seas internationally, sometimes I've been on 8-hour flights, sometimes I've been on 15-hour flights. This is basically a map of things that I've done that kind of keep me occupied and make the 8 hours fly by faster. If this is for you, or you're looking to solve this problem of making time go by faster on a flight, then go ahead and stick around. So the first thing that we have is entertainment, okay? So with entertainment, with long international flights or even long domestic flights, they tend to have like a entertainment system like attached to their seats. So this is the case where you can watch movies or TV shows. Now, if you aren't familiar with like the entertainment system, or if they don't have one, you can listen to music or podcasts, or in other ways that you can simply just bring a book or magazine. I forgot to add on to here that I do tend to actually download podcasts, movies, or TV shows. So that's another source of entertainment in which you could actually use your phone or your iPad or your Kindle device or tablet to actually download movies or TV shows or podcasts to listen on during your flight. Now, moving on from that, we have the productivity tasks. So with productivity, on an 8-hour flight, you can actually catch up on emails, you can work on personal projects, and you can plan upcoming trips or tasks. So this can easily be done via a laptop, tablet, or even just simple pen and paper. In my case, I tend to work on a lot of personal projects on my laptop here. So it makes me more productive in the sense that I'm able to plan projects without having to connect to the internet. Now, moving on from that, we have relaxation. Okay, so on an 8-hour flight, there has been a time where I've slept like 6 hours, which made me only have like 2 hours remaining left on the flight. In addition to that, you can meditate or practice mindfulness. I personally haven't done this one, but I've seen other people do it, or stretch or do light exercises. So on international flights, there have been times where I've been seated on the seat for so long that I just walk around the plane. I kind of do some high kicks, I do some knee-ups just to get my blood flowing, and this does tend to make time pass by as well. Sleeping or taking a nap, that's probably like one of the biggest ways to make time fly by on an 8-hour flight. But let's move on to the next one, which is socializing. So now with socializing, you can either chat with your travel companion or basically meet fellow passengers. This is usually like a hit or miss. When I tend to travel, I don't like the sound of the jet plane engine, so I do tend to have headphones on, which kind of reduces my ability to actually socialize or my opportunities to socialize. But there has been times where I've met someone and the conversation just goes really well, and the time just flies by faster. And in one case, I remember my flight to Hawaii, I met an individual and he was talking about how like he sells like candy bars and stuff, and it was a really interesting conversation, which just made the time fly by faster. Now, aside from socializing, next we have learning. So this is one of the things that I really do enjoy when it comes to long haul flights. So with learning, you can take an online course. I have purchased online courses before prior to a flight just so I can actually watch the online course. Learning a new language, I don't really do this all too much, but maybe it might be something of interest to you. Or you can read educational articles or books. So this ties to, instead of reading books for leisure entertainment, you can read it to actually learn things. So I went to the library recently and bought a book on how to maintain homes. And so that's what I'll be reading on my next flight. So learning is a huge one. Now, moving on from learning, we next have eating and drinking. The thing with long haul flights is that they do tend to have some sort of in-flight meals or snacks. And longer international flights actually also serve full-blown meals. And that usually occupies anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour, usually around the 30 minutes mark, just because a lot of people don't spend too much time eating just because they're confined to a small space. But drinking water, I mean, that option there, I probably should take it out. Drinking water only takes like, a couple of seconds. But eating and drinking, just know that on international flights or long-haul flights, you are going to spend some time eating and drinking, about like 30 minutes or so, which is still a decent amount of time. Now, moving on from that, we have entertainment apps. So entertainment apps ties to the first option where you can play games on your phone or tablet. I have brought my Nintendo Switch before on a plane and just like non-stop played Animal Crossing, which made the time fly by. I've also played like Super Smash Brothers on a plane non-stop with a travel companion, which made the time also fly by. In-flight entertainment systems, there usually is an option for playing games with other flight members on the plane. So they might have like a chess, or they might have like a Sudoku, or they might have like a guess the difference between these two pictures game. So with that, there is entertainment apps or gaming apps on the in-flight system where you can actually play with other passengers. So be on the lookout for that. Next, we have journal or writing. Okay, so with journaling or writing, you can write in a journal. I tend to use this because I work from home a lot. I tend to use this a lot when it comes to brainstorming ideas, so I would just write on pen and paper. And it's basically a nice way to just get lost in the zone. If you're someone who likes to plan projects, or if you're someone who likes to think of new ideas, like a creative, then this is where this comes in handy, okay? As someone who does YouTube full-time, writing or journaling, I have done this before a lot on the plane. If you are specifically into writing, you can draft blog posts or basically write things on your notepad to actually copy and paste to be published onto your website. I have done that before as well. But I think that's all the options as far as things to do on an 8-hour flight. I hope this gives you ideas, okay? I think I pretty much label it down to entertainment, productivity, relaxation, socializing and learning, journaling and writing, eating and drinking. Those should hopefully allow you to have more, or basically allow time to pass by quicker when it comes to your 8-hour flight. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.